and Mr. Wolf Gaming, and Random Outdoors. What's up? Okay, this week on Sane Sunday, we're going to do the shout-outs and the channel reviews, but first, we got to find out what's going on with Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Now, we usually do the news, but this week we're going to do some history. First of all, I'd like to thank TubeBuddy for making things a lot easier. I wish I could say things were a little bit easier with XSplit, which we're using for our live, but it's not. For some reason, it's just not user-friendly, and I have trouble getting started every Sunday. I don't know if it's because of them or if it's because of me, but I have a feeling it's a little of both. But I much prefer using TubeBuddy for the tasks I use it than I do XSplit. Be that as it may, first we're going to start with Ford. And Ford, we're going to go over because we've had a lot of Mustang this week.
Pony car.
We're going to start with Ford's their Mustang generations. Mustang first generation was, of course, 64.5 to 73.
My favorite.
Absolutely. Mine, too. Of course, I'm biased because mine is a 72. And the second generation was, of course, 74 to 78. We just won't talk about those at all.
No, those are not Mustangs. Those are.
And then, yeah, well, we'll just move on.
Well, Grandma told me if I can't say anything nice, not to say anything at all.
So we'll move on to Fox bodies, which were 79 to 94. Then the SN95s were 94 to 2004. The S197s, 2005 to 2014. And, of course, the S550s are 2015 to 2018.
Wolf Gaming? Can you please explain to me what's going on there?
I think he's embarrassingly poor. This is begging for money.
And Random Outdoors, I am doing great. How are you doing?
So, as always, we will be doing shout-outs, which Carol is doing right now. She's shouting out to the people in the chat. She is our, not just co-host, but moderator. Doing two jobs over here. And we also want to shout out to...
I'm just that talented.
Every once in a while, we want to throw in a shout-out to some of the people in our comments on our videos that may not be in the chat right now, subject to showing up later, like JC's Toy Playhouse and Auto Dreamer 77. And moving on to GM, we're going to hit GM, the Corvettes, the generations of the Corvettes.
Okay, Wolf Gaming is saying give me money before I unsubscribe. One word, unsubscribe, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't need that.
Yeah, please, unsubscribe. We don't need aggressive panhandling in our community. That's what unsubscribing is for. You go right ahead. So, GM Corvette, 1953 to 1962 was the C1, the first generation. The C2, second generation, was 63 to 67. And, of course, the C3s were 68 to 82. And the C4 was 84 to 96. And ours is at 85, which makes it the C4. And then the C5s were 97 to 04. And the C6 was the 05s to the 2013s. And the C7s are 2014 to 2018, which is right now. And while we're at it, I mentioned Auto Dreamer 77 a while ago. He has made his first video, and it is a car video.
Go figure.
Yeah. He found a random interesting vehicle and filmed it and put it on his page. So good for him. Good Auto Dreamer. Go for it. I think he's working today.
Yeah.
I think he does deliveries or something, and he's working. So he
Well,
probably
he can
won't be able
find a
to
lot
show
of
up in
random,
live.
interesting cars then.
Yeah, if he's doing deliveries, then he'll be out there. And maybe he'll have some more stuff on his page we can see.
That'd be great.
So, and Random Outdoors and Goma Shrestha is still in the chat.
Okay, Random Outdoors says be back soon.
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes. So we're going to move on to the Chrysler and Mopar. And now there's a couple of different vehicles we could have gone after, just like with Ford and GM, different generations. We're going to do the Challengers. The Silver Challenger was the first Chrysler to bear the name Challenger in 1959. But then the Challengers that we're all familiar with, the first generation Challengers, were from 70 to 74. The second generation was from 78 to 83. You'll notice there's a gap there where there weren't any Challengers. And then there's another gap where they pick up and start making the Challenger again, third generation.
Outdoors Adventures says he watches at work.
From 08 to 18. It's
He
Wilkins
doesn't.
Outdoor
I'm
Adventures.
sorry, Wilkins. Need my glasses.
Here's some, there we go.
Oh, these are dirty.
Welcome to the chat, Wilkins. Wilkins Outdoor
He doesn't
Adventures.
always get a chance to comment and can't always hear. But
yeah,
they
that's one of the
watch.
things that we wanted to go back and do. We talked about that in one of our other live streams, is that a lot of people, they only get to watch at work or in other circumstances. Maybe somebody else in the house is asleep and that kind of thing. And one of the things that we wanted to do, we're going to later get this is what we were talking about, like on super chats and other money that we would put towards doing a service that's better than the closed captioning that YouTube does, because that thing really messes your words up, especially with automotive stuff, because the YouTube closed captioning, it doesn't know half of the terminology that we're speaking here. When it's automotive stuff, it just doesn't know. And so it puts weird words in there. And so we need to, at some point, get a closed captioning service that can actually do a good job and do some closed captioning for us on the videos, so that people like Wilkins Outdoor Adventures who are watching at work and stuff and cannot listen for whatever reason, we can have that closed captioning on there and they can read it.
Yeah.
It would also be good for our bilingual thing, because maybe we can have closed captioning in English while speaking in Spanish, or closed captioning in Spanish while speaking in
Sí,
English.
cuando yo estaba hablando en español de personas en el chateo no puede entenderme.
What she said.
He can't understand me either, so.
No comprende, mujer.
Mujer.
Mujer. Anyway, I don't speak woman. Yeah, see, y'all thought I had a problem with Spanish, didn't you? Checking our analytics here just a little bit. Okay, so if you were wondering, I guess the point I was trying to get to, if you were wondering, then yes, that is when we get super chats and stuff, that's what it goes to. It's what it, well, first it's going to external hard drives and stuff like that. Anything to do with the channel and keeping up the community. Speaking of the community, while y'all are in the live chat, make sure you support each other and help each other out, because this is a community and we want to keep it that way. We want everybody to help each other. It's one of the main reasons why we do the live on Sundays, is to get everybody together so that everybody can support each other's channels and check out each other's videos and help each other improve their content and their videos, and help each other get the supporters and the watch time and stuff that they need so they can continue making good content. And just remember that it's mostly the content that drives all that, and the second most important thing is the community. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. You could be in the best community on YouTube. If you don't have any good content, it's not going to work. So you got to put good content in your videos, and you got to be in a really good community, because we've all tried this before we had this community together, making really good content, and everything just grew so slow, and until we started forming a community and helping each other out, it didn't really take off.
Over here.
Yeah, you may have to turn that off and watch the live chat over here, because we don't have enough bandwidth to run 2 computers at once. We're clogging up the bandwidth. And of course we're going to have a delay, and that's going to be confusing.
Okay.
Okay. YT Gaming Streamer is here. Josie. Hello, Josie. Good to see you.
Hi.
Josie, Mr. Gaming, Wolf Gaming was here, and Random Outdoors was here, but he had to leave, and he said he's going to be back soon. Wilkins Outdoors Adventures just got here. And so, like I was saying before, we do a lot of shout outs here, and we even do channel reviews in order to support people in the community that way. And we encourage that everybody else do the same kind of thing. Give each other the shout outs, give each other the support. I can't use the other S word, because there's bots out here looking for us, and we're not doing the S for S. We're forming a community that
supports each other.
Yes, they support each other, and they watch each other's videos. And it's not just for the watch time; it's for
Hanu Hoffren is here.
Okay, and then the best way we can do this is to watch each other's videos in full, and then give each other feedback in the comments about what we like about the videos. Is the best way to do it, so that we'll know what people like about our videos, and we can do more of that. And that way we avoid critiquing each other's videos too much. But if you do see something that somebody needs to improve on their videos, and you do want to say something about that to help them out, not to be, in a nice way, then you can do something about, like, say something nice first, like, hey, I like this video, the video quality was great and everything, but I think that this other type of music would have fit better, or something like that. And just make sure you're nice about it when you're trying to help people improve their videos. And try to avoid comparing them to other videos or to your own channel, stuff like that. because that kind of hurts people's feelings. And you don't have to be a snowflake about it, but you know, just be nice and support each other and help grow the community.
Of course you can, YT gaming streamer. You can get a shout out anytime you want.
And there is, of course, which you just did. She just gave you a shout out. YT gaming streamer. And works hard for MK3 is here. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. And there's also another place where you can get a lot of support and you can give support is in the I Am a Creator. What was I going to say? The Twitter?
Yeah.
It's the Twitter account, the I Am a Creator Twitter, which was put there by James. Now I'm having brain lock. I need some more coffee.
It's right there, sweetie.
Oh, the coffee?
Yeah.
James is at work today. He can't be in the live stream. So that's one of the reasons why we started doing the live stream on Sunday instead of Saturday. Saturday would have been better for us, and we'd get more support and we get more viewership and stuff like that. But it's better for the community for us to do Sunday because
James Cox.
Yeah, James Cox can't do Sunday. He's at work. And so
thanks, Josie.
Yes, thanks, Josie. James Cox can't do Sunday because he's at work. And he's working those long 12-hour shifts. So
I don't think I will be saying your name 3 times, JT Gaming Streamer.
If she does, are you just magically going to appear?
Like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, look out.
Some of these people are too young to know who that is.
I don't know. Speaking of too young to know, did I ever even mention the 3rd generation of the Challengers was 2008 to 2018? Going on now. And then we were going to do shout out Gaming Dude and Mr. Elf, which are obviously very active in the community because you see a lot of comments from them, not just on our page, but other people's pages. And you can tell. I mean, some people think you can't tell that if they do a lot of comments and don't actually watch the videos, but you can tell. Especially if they comment on several different videos in a row, and then you go back, look back at the timestamp, and this timestamp is only a few seconds between their comments, and it's different videos. I mean, come on, guys. We know that you just commented on a video and went to the next one and didn't even watch the thing. I mean, if we can tell, other people can tell too. So what we're looking for here in the community is real support between each other. When we go support someone and watch their videos, we watch the whole video. And like one of the other guys on the
works hard for MK3 wants to know what new cars we were discussing. We were talking about the different generation Mustangs, Corvettes, and Mopars in
yeah, and on the Mopars we picked the Challengers to go to through the generations, which the first Challenger was the Silver Challenger of 1959, but the actual first generation of Challengers, the Challengers that everybody knows, the ones that were more plentiful, was 1970 through 74. Then the second generation was 78 to 83. And the third generation was 2008 to 2018. The Mustangs, the first generation was 64.5 to 73. Second generation was 74 to 78. And the Fox bodies were 79 to 94. The SN95s were 94 to 2004. The S197s were 2005 to 2014, and the S550s are 2015 to 2018. And on GMs, we picked the Corvettes to go through the generations of those. And of course, you could go with...
Well, It's
Camaros and
perfectly
stuff like
fine,
that.
Johnny Pro. We're here and waiting for you.
But 1953 to 62 was the first generation of Corvettes, and then the C2s were 63 to 67. The C3s were 68 to 82. The C4 was 84 to 96, and the C5 was 97 to 2004. Now, and the C6 was, of course, 05 to 2013, and the C7 was 2014 to present. And one of the reasons why we're going over this instead of news this week, we're going over some history of the vehicle to get you caught up on generations, is because when we get to the Saneauto news of what we've been doing last week and what we're going to do next week, you'll notice that one of the days, well, let's just go over the Saneauto news. Then everybody will understand why we're going over the generations of the vehicles. And we're still doing shout-outs in between. We're going to continue to do shout-outs for everybody that helps support the community, like Mr. Elf.
Hi, Random Outdoors. Glad to see you.
Hey, Johnny Pro. Johnny Pro, did you get to hear the Mopar generations of the Challenger? We were going over that for trivia and history. And Josie is in the house. Johnny Pro is now in the house. Random Outdoors is back. He's back like this Terminator.
I'll be back.
I wonder if he rode in on a Harley.
I did.
You've been on the Harley plenty of times. Howdy, Johnny Pro.
He was late.
Okay, so you were too late for the.
Okay, well, we're not going to go over it again.
Okay, we're not. Why? So I guess he gets to see it on the replay.
He
probably already all that anyway.
Yeah.
He probably knows it better than we do.
Why were we doing that?
Wheels.
Pony cars. Pony cars.
And there were a lot of pony cars.
Down
and moderate from here. I'll let you use mine. And that'll use up less bandwidth. Let's see if we can improve this a little bit. And y'all let us know if that's any better. Alright, in the meantime, Monday, we had, yes, Mustang Alley. Went Mustang Alley Monday, and then we really started some exciting stuff from the museum, because we went and filmed at the museum. Well, no, actually, Tuesday, we did the Willys Jeep, which was also from the World of Wheels. Oh, no. We're offline? Stream resumed. Okay. Okay, it says the stream has resumed, but ours is buffering, and I see that Frog Tech Tips is in the house. Random Outdoors. It's the same here. I think he might have been saying about being involved in the... Okay, keeps freezing up. Not sure if it's mine. Yeah, losing the feed. Loading here. Now, I think we're back, though. And I hope that we've got a better feed now, because we did shut down the other computer, which leaves more bandwidth for the broadcasting computer. Random Outdoors says, I love these live chats. I do too, because we get to visit with you guys at least once a week and let you know what all's going on and share with you the behind the scenes type stuff. And Random Outdoors says it is working now. That's awesome.
Good. That's good.
Thank you. And let's see here. We've got an error message coming up over here.
Oh, we don't need to be looking at that. That's going to do something.
That's going to use up more bandwidth, isn't it?
Yeah,
We'll close that down.
okay.
Let's see if there's any other windows we can close down here that might help free up more bandwidth. That research on the Challengers. That research on the Corvettes. Email, close that window. There, now we should be down to just 2 windows. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Huffrin says it's looking good now.
Okay.
All right, good. That's hopefully that'll still. There's a Super Track gamer in the house.
Hi. Haven't seen you before.
Yeah, if you're new in the live chat, we are part of a community. We're actually part of a couple of different communities on YouTube. And we're obviously Saneauto here, and all the car crazy nuts that entails and includes, and part of the Mopar community, and part of the I Am a Creator community, which we also have a page on Twitter.
You know,
can check out
we
for
need
more
to
support.
get focused because today's gym day, baby.
We do, and we need to finish going over the Saneauto news, what happened last week, which we were doing the Mustang Alley on Monday, and we did the Willys Jeep from the 2018 World of Wheels on Tuesday.
That was fun to play with.
Yeah, Carol was actually, if you're watching that video and you see the driver, and we'll call him Slim, Carol is actually behind the scenes controlling Slim throughout that video while I'm videoing the vehicle. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you really need to see that video. It's fun. It's a fun video. And that is a early Willys Jeep.
Can you put that down there so I can see what people are talking about?
Sure. Yeah, so you can moderate. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Josie is working now. He can give us a call this evening. And just hit me up on Facebook, Victor Sane. And we'll exchange numbers. Super Track Gamer wants to know where we're at. We are in North Georgia.
You can't tell by the accents?
And we can see
the Appalachian Mountains outside our window.
We sure can. We're that close. We're in the foothills. A lot of car shows and car meets and cruise-ins happen around here. Wednesday, we did the What's in Your Trunk challenge with the Mopar community. And that's a lot of fun.
How many trunks did you open?
Quite a few. But just the ones that were right here at the house. Not even all of those. And yeah, if I'd opened the one on the Mustang, all you really see is a bunch of car show stuff there, like the stanchions and the chains for going around the Mustang, and a couple of microfiber cloths for wiping it off at the World of Wheels, that kind of stuff. Then we did Thursday. That's when we started getting the real interesting stuff from the museum, where we were filming at the museum.
Hi, Frog Tech Tips.
Hey,
good to see you again.
It's going great today. We're glad to be here for Sunday Live. Get to visit with everybody in the community. And again, make sure y'all support each other and help each other out. Get to know each other and watch each other's videos in full. The Thursday, we did the full electric 1903 Waverly. Offline again. Going in and out. We need to go down the street. Now we're back. Okay, as I was saying, before we dropped out, sorry guys, we drop in and out a little bit. Apparently we don't have a lot of bandwidth today here in the Appalachian Mountains, but we're going to stream as long as we can. And even if you can't see us on the screen, you should be able to see each other in the live chat and support each other and just be as active in the community as you can. And remember that when you're not here supporting each other, you can go to James Cox's live streams. He's usually the last half of the week. And the Twitter, I Am a Creator Twitter account, and find each other there.
And we're going to do the gym in about an hour.
Yes, we are.
You ready?
I'm always ready for the gym. You get the blood going. And Thursday we did the 1903 Electric Waverly. That's the first video in several that are coming from the museum. And again, I'd like to thank the people at the museum for giving us special permission to bring our recording equipment, tripod, and other equipment into the museum. They don't normally do that. They're very, very skittish of having anything anywhere near the cars for a very good reason. I would be too. So how are you doing today, Frog Tips? Random Outdoors. How's it going? Johnny Pro, you still here? We've got...
yeah, he is. He said
I'm
that's
hoping
super cool.
Every one of you have checked out each other's pages, and if you haven't, please do that and actually watch the videos all the way through of each other's pages. And make sure you support each other and give likes and shout outs to each other as well. And we're going to keep doing that as well as the car stuff. On Friday, we did the 1903 Holzman High Wheeler. And it is a gas-powered car. So I guess you know what's coming next is going to be a steam-powered car. But Saturday, we did a new Mustang playlist. So we started with Mustang last week, and we ended with Mustang last week. Because we started Monday with Mustang Alley from 2018 World of Wheels, and then we ended with a new Mustang playlist, which we've got plenty of Mustangs on the channel now to be able to have a whole playlist, and I urge you to check that out. There's a lot of really cool Mustangs on there, including our own.
Pony cars.
I need to make a better video of our own. I've been concentrating on everybody else's Mustangs so much we haven't made a really good video of our own, but we will be getting to that. So that gets us to the future news for Saneauto and what we're going to be doing with the channel.
What was the first car ever made?
You are going to get to see that, because we are making a video of that next week. I'm glad you brought that up, Random Outdoors. That is part of the Saneauto news for next week. That's exactly where we're going with this, because you notice we're getting these older and older cars with the 1903 Waverly and the 1903 Holzman. You know, Ford didn't even exist until 1903. And then GM showed up in 1908. And then there was Chalmers in 1908, which became Chrysler in 1925.
Does anybody know
So the first
why they
car.
say Ford was the first car ever made?
Well, they may be trying to say that it was the first car made in the U.S.
It was the first production vehicle.
First,
it was
yeah,
made on an assembly line.
True, that is. It was first assembly line made car. But the world's first car, I don't want to give it all away because you're going to need to watch the video.
It was a German car.
Yep, and it was 1886. So we will be going over that and a lot of history on this car and show you the whole car and some really good close-ups of the engine and do some explaining and some history on that. That's going to be a good video. I am looking forward to making that video.
Now, I'm not going to
I'll actually be working on that tonight, so we can
gonna,
release it tomorrow. World's first car. You're going to get to see it right here on Saneauto tomorrow, Monday's video.
I'm not going to knock Ford because they built the best car in history. Anybody guess which one I think is the best car in history? But I don't think it's fair that they get to take away from the cars that came before them. Because the cars that came before them are amazing.
Yeah, I don't think they're really taken away from it. It's just...
They kind of lost them in history. The names of those cars are just in museums
I guess
now.
you could say they overshadowed
a
lot of the other manufacturers and a lot of the other makes.
That's because they were able to put them out more faster.
Mass produce
and they
more of them than anybody else. Which
yes, Random Outdoors. How did you guess?
She's a bit of a Mustang fanatic. So, and moving on to next week's stuff. Well, next week's stuff we're not going to stop there. We have, well, actually, no, tomorrow's video has to be the steam car because we've got to complete the triple, the three. We did first the electric car, 1903 electric car, which was the Waverly, then the Holzman High Wheeler, which was a gas car, and we've got to do the steam engine.
Is in the house now.
Car. Fonso MTV. Well, welcome to the community.
Glad to see you.
Don't use the S word. That's a dirty word. There are bots out there. I don't know how long you've been on YouTube, but bots are bad. We do support each other around here, but we don't do sub for sub. We watch each other's entire video to see how each other's doing on video and content and stuff like that, and help each other with talking about what kind of content we have and how we can improve and how we can make our channels grow, and we support each other and give likes and comment on each other's videos. Comments help what is the word I'm looking for? Stimulate the algorithm so that you're more likely to get your video promoted. And all that stuff not only does not violate the terms of service, but it works better than sub for sub because you're doing more than that kind of thing, and it's not a violation of terms of service. So if you want to be part of a community and grow and learn, and if you like cars and stuff, then welcome. But if you go and just click on people's videos and do nothing but sub for sub, and just a few seconds, and then move on to ask somebody else, and then move on to ask, you actually suppress their videos. Because if you don't watch more than at least a minute or two of somebody's video, it makes the Google algorithm think that video's content does not match its description, and it does not match its title, it doesn't match its thumbnail, and that there's something fishy about that video, and it can kill that video's
popularity.
Growth. And so we don't want to be doing that. So it's not just because of the violation of the terms of service, it's because it's bad for everybody. So I'm getting off my soapbox, get back to cars. So when we do the steam car, so that everybody can see the comparison between the electric of the early 1900s, the gas power of the early 1900s, and the steam of the early 1900s, then we're going to quickly, because I'm just as anxious to do this video on the world's first car as everybody is to see it. And I
Has
can't wait to do that video.
anybody ever cranked one of those crank start cars before?
Yeah, because she actually has. She has actually started the old crank start early cars.
It is so hard to do. You have to be very strong or throw all your weight into it.
And that's very dangerous too.
Yeah, it always kicks back.
So
and you have to be ready to let go or you're going to get your arm broken. It was just horrible.
that's why some people were back then were paying like twice as much for things like the Waverly electric cars and driving those instead, and they had like a third of the market. They had just as many sales as gas-powered cars and steam cars and stuff. The electrics did, because you didn't have to do all that, and they were safer. They were more user-friendly. And you see the range on that sucker? I mean, it was 80 miles range. I mean, that's, you know, one of the first world records before 1900 was somebody had driven one of those early cars like 50 miles, and that was a world record. So cars weren't going very far at that point. And as a matter of fact, there was the Nissan Leaf is the most popular electric car today, which is going to get overtaken by the new cheaper Tesla 3s and the Chevy Bolts, because those are the first ones to come out that are quite a bit less than $100,000, but get way more than the 80 miles range of the Nissan Leaf. But that Waverly was advertised as 60 miles range, but with Thomas Edison's battery in it, it would do 80 or 90 miles, which is right up there with the modern Nissan Leaf. So we're seeing some historic things happening right now today with the electric cars, where they're getting cheaper and cheaper again and getting more and more range. The Chevy Bolt has over 215 miles range now. That is the first one of the big three that has more than like a 40, 60 miles range. It's the first one that even competes with Tesla. And that is a huge milestone. That's going to be one of those things that later on is a very collectible, valuable car. Along with all these, like these Mopars that are like 700 horsepower, the new Mustangs that are pushing 500-600 horsepower with the superchargers and stuff on them. I mean, there's a lot of. This is like the new muscle car era right now. A very historic time in automobiles. Just like the turn of the century with these early 1900s. Then in the 60s, we had so many great vehicles, and now we're having just another revolution in automobiles right now. And you can really see that when you start looking at these turn of the century vehicles, these 1903s, the Waverly and the Holtzman, and the steam car that we're going to show you, and the very first car in the world we're going to show you. You start to draw some parallels between what's happening today. It's just automotive revolution going on again. So Random Outdoors is still here in the house. And who else is here? We have Frog Tech Tips here.
Well, actually...
Did he go?
Yeah.
You had to go? Okay. Well, he was here. Johnny Pro is here. Joe Z, Super Track Gamer. Hanu Hoffren. And some shout outs to Joe Roderick and Mr. Elf, Gaming Dude, Auto Dreamer 77. Of course, James Cox, who the only reason he can't be here is because he's at work. And I'm usually working on something, editing something, or out filming something when he's doing his live. And then because he can't do a live on Sunday, we'd like to help the community get together on Sundays. And remember, if he's not doing any live and we're not doing any live and y'all can't get together that way, you can still get together and support each other on the Twitter, I Am a Creator Twitter, and continue putting your I Am a Creator hashtag I Am a Creator in your descriptions. And above all, keep making good quality family friendly content. And don't be using the S word, because that's not what we're doing. We're permanently supporting each other and watching each other's full videos and commenting on the videos about the videos to help each other improve our content and stuff. So
Random Outdoors says that we see some awesome cars. Yes, we do.
yeah, and we actually have a playlist of random interesting vehicles. So even when we're not out seeking out really cool cars, which we appreciate being able to do this and having this community and y'all supporting us, and one of the reasons why we like giving
Jared
shout outs
H.
so much,
showed
because
up.
we appreciate that.
How you doing, Jared H?
It's not just YouTube, it's you guys in our community too that makes it possible for us to spend a large portion of our time, and maybe even later most of our time or all of our time, seeking out all these cool cars and filming these cool cars and spending more time with the cool cars and studying them, doing the research.
Can anybody tell Jared H. what my favorite car is?
Yeah, they can tell you. The rest of the community can tell you what her favorite car is. That's for sure. But y'all make it possible for us to do what we love.
So Jared H. is Random Outdoors friend. Thanks, Random.
That is great.
And Jared's favorite is Lamborghini.
I love to see that more of the people in the community are friends with each other. Let's see.
Thank you.
And sure is. It's her Mustangs. She likes those ponies.
Pony cars. Pony cars.
And speaking of support and why we're here and why we're able to do what we do, I guess you'll notice some parallels between some of my videos, the ones I spend more time on. I've robbed some ideas from theater and television and stuff, and that is because my mom did years and years of live theater. She was what they call a triple threat. She's had a lot of formal training in dance, a lot of formal training in singing and acting, and so she's could act, sing, and dance. Nowadays, most of the people that act
is Random Outdoors
can't do their own singing
neighbor.
or dancing. Well, that is great.
Yeah, got a new friend. That's great.
Maybe they can do some collabs and help make their videos better that way. But I wanted to give a shout out to
Random Outdoors. Thanks for showing our videos on Jared H.'s live stream yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah, now see, and that is a great example of supporting each other in the community. And we were the recipients of that support, so we really appreciate that. And but that is, I wanted to say that's a good example of supporting each other in the community, because y'all can do that with each other, and I'm sure a lot of people are doing that with each other, showing each other's videos. And
Jared H says that we might like to see his
video called 12-Year-Old Buys a Lamborghini. Yes, we would like to see that. That sounds very interesting video. We've got 2 or 3 Lamborghini videos, and we
got
mostly
the newest one.
We sure do. That the 2018. We sure do. That is one of our recent ones.
That was
and we're definitely going to watch that. And who else had a new video this week? It was his very first video, and he found a rat rod. was that? That was Auto Dreamer 77. He has a new car video too. Where is his only video period. It's his first video ever. So y'all should check that out too. And we're going to check out 12-year-old buys a Lamborghini. Not during the live stream, of course, because I'm not that techie with the computer. I'm more car parts.
We're lucky that anybody can see us at all.
Yeah, absolutely. We're lucky we can keep this thing going at all, much less be watching somebody else's video at the same time. Now, eventually, we will get to where we can do that kind of stuff. Jared H., you have to go. Well, we're sorry you have to go, but thanks for coming in and visiting with us. And make sure you come next Sunday, too, and visit with us some more. We like seeing you guys. It's like having a bunch of friends over.
For coffee.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't.
And we are all about the coffee.
I can't get coffee through the computer, but...
Yeah, or we would share with you if we could. One day when they build the transporter, we'll make a big pot of coffee and we'll share with all you guys.
I don't know who's going to bring the donuts, though, because we don't do donuts.
But I want a very special shout-out this week for my mom, who I mentioned. One of the reasons is she sent me this for my birthday. This is a 32 three-window coupe. You can even see the little engine in there. And that is a flathead V8 in a 32 three-window coupe. My mom sent me that. She knows what I like. She gave me that on one of my birthdays. And I mentioned that because tomorrow is Mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. I know she's not watching us live because she has a real hard time dealing with the internet. But I'll somehow get this to her on the replay. But shout out to Mom. Yeah, and I learned a lot from her doing live theater and television and the movies that she did about videography and how to structure things as far as a script, that sort of thing. She tried to get me involved in doing acting, movies and theaters, but you know, I was a young boy and I was more interested in mechanical things and building and repairing things. And you know, I would sneak off from dance classes to go to karate classes. And so, you know, my sister did a lot of the dance and stuff like that. She really liked taking the classes and stuff and following in Mom's footsteps. But even though I didn't want to go the same path as Mom, and then Mom ended up doing nursing school and went in to be a nurse. And that was my fault too, because she got tired of taking me to the doctor all the time.
Blood on the inside.
Now I drive her crazy with my hospital visits and stitches and stuff. But
yeah, back in the
happy
day,
birthday
I
to
had
Mom.
to drag him down the road to get him to a hospital one time because we couldn't find anybody that would take us. This was back when we were teenagers.
We were between vehicles at the time, and I couldn't drive a motorcycle with the leg cut open, but that's a whole nother story. We don't want to get into all my stitches adventures.
Blood
Burnt,
on
bruised,
the
and bleeding.
inside.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. If you get burnt, bruised, and bleeding a lot, I really understand, and I can really feel for you. Yeah, I have scars everywhere.
This is from the day that my daughter was born. It is the tailpipe of our Triumph right there.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how he could have gotten the tailpipe there.
Let's just say it's complicated. And it was that part of the day was a bad day. And yeah. But the Triumph survived, and I survived.
And our daughter survived.
Well, she wasn't. She was in the hospital at the time. She wasn't like in the incident. But hey, moving on.
Yeah, now she's what, 29?
Yeah.
No.
So,
No.
Random Outdoors has to pack some boxes. I can sympathize with that too. I do a lot of boxes during the day. I sell a lot of parts all over the world, mostly transmission parts. Of course, the YouTube stuff doesn't pay enough to be able to do the YouTube stuff for the equipment and stuff. So we have to divert some of the transmission parts sales into the YouTube stuff until the YouTube stuff can be self-sufficient.
Well,
and everybody else in the community here, I'm sure, is in the same boat as we are with that. We're just, none of us are big enough yet for it to be self-sufficient, and we're all having to take stuff out of our pockets to keep our YouTube channels going.
And where are you moving, Random?
Oh, Random Outdoors is packing boxes because he has to move. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
At least when I'm packing boxes, I know that I'm making some money off of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we feel for you that way too, because we're moving a lot of our inventory from our building in Tennessee to our building down here, and that doesn't pay anything.
No.
When we're putting the stuff in boxes that we've sold and shipping it out, so we kind of box everything twice. We box things up, move it down here, list it all, categorize it, research it, put it on the shelves. We've got to put the part numbers and stuff on it to keep track of it, because there's so much of it, you can't keep it all in your head anymore. And then when it sells, we box it up again, of course individually, with lots of nice packing and stuff, and ship it out. Some of the stuff has to be cleaned and reconditioned.
Well, yeah.
And some of it gets sold for art pieces, because if it's damaged.
Some beautiful lamps.
Yeah, because some of our regular customers make these beautiful artistic lamps out of some of the parts that we didn't used to sell. And we didn't sell it because it had some kind of damage or a lot of wear, normal wear on it, too much wear to be used anymore. And so we had been piling that up, and over the years we had scrapped truckload after truckload of that kind of stuff. And we don't scrap that stuff anymore, because we have met on the internet a whole community of artists that make automotive art, and they make some beautiful pieces out of some of the things that we previously would have scrapped. I'd like to get some pictures of that one day and make a video for you guys and show you some of their creations. And good luck with your move, Random Outdoors. I know that's always really hard and expensive, difficult, and then you end up invariably losing
a lot of stuff.
Exactly, you end up losing some stuff.
And I'm really paranoid.
So I hope you don't lose anything important, and I hope it all goes well for you. Be careful with the driving back and forth. The last situation you want when you have a wreck is to be moving and have all your stuff strewn all over the road.
Morbid much?
Experienced. I'm way too experienced at waking up in the hospital. But I'm glad that I woke up in the hospital every time, because the alternative is not good. Not good at all.
Well, I'm glad to say that's never happened to me. Every time I've gone to the hospital, I've been conscious. Yay!
Yeah, yep. Goodness for that. Now we have car shows and meets, cruise-ins, stuff like that we haven't gone over yet. May the 5th, 2018, 9 to 3, there's Spring Fling Car Show at 2101 Dayton Boulevard in Red Bank, Tennessee. There's on March the 11th at 5 p.m. There's a Stay Tuned car meet at 6241 Perimeter Drive in Chattanooga, Tennessee. There is this year's Time to Shine North Georgia Car Show is going to be in Dalton again on 6/16. That's June the 16th at the North Georgia Agricultural Fairgrounds in Dalton, Georgia.
Is that the one we went to for the truck car show?
That is the same location we went to for the truck show. And
so it's all going to be outdoors this time.
Yes, and if you want to see what that location looks like, you can look at our truck show videos, and you'll see the same location. It's just full of trucks at the time. And this next time it's going to be full of the Time to Shine car show, which if you want to see what kind of vehicles and stuff are going to show up for the Time to Shine car show, it will be cars and trucks and motorcycles. And the last time it was at the Dalton Convention Trade Center, and we filmed it then too. And you can see those films on our page and get kind of an idea of what's going to be showing up.
So what are we taking this year?
Yeah, we will probably, like the last Time to Shine, we took the Harley and the Triumph. We may take the Mach 1 there. And I'm not sure about the V12 Jaguar or the Corvette, because we need to do some work on both of those, and we're going to possibly, and it takes time and money away from other things, so we're still up in the air about which one of those we might do the final repairs on and the upkeep, get it all cleaned up and detail it, take it with us. So I guess the best answer to that is undecided. Our options are the Harley, the Triumph, the Mach 1, and maybe the V12 Jaguar or the Corvette.
Well, we haven't been able to do anything with the Triumph, and we wanted our next outing with the Triumph to be with some restoration done. So.
Yeah, it's still a running, driving Triumph, but we have put so many miles on that Triumph that it needs to be redone again. So we were hoping to do that before showing it again.
And excuse me, people, I will be right back.
And I will finish going over the car shows and meets. We have Atlanta Cars and Coffee is at 4400 Ashford Dunwoody Road. That is right near my mom's place in Atlanta. And that is the first Sunday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. First Sunday. First Sunday, let me look on the calendar here. Is today. That is right. It is today. So they had that today, right before our live stream. Then we have Chattanooga Cars and Coffee. That is the third Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. at the Sportsman's Warehouse in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And the third Saturday be the 17th of this month. So, is there any more? I think I see another one on the calendar there. Yes, the fourth Sunday is another Cars and Coffee meet north of Atlanta in Alpharetta at Gateway Classic Cars. And it's in the morning as well. So I think 9 to 11, something like that. And then there is for more shows and cruise-ins. There's some more I don't have written down here, and I can't remember. But I did put them on our Saneauto Facebook page. There's a Saneauto Facebook page, and we also have a Facebook page called Car Show Cars and Cruisers of North Georgia. And there are some events that I posted on there and some events that some of our members have posted on there. So if you have any more events like that, post them on the Saneauto Facebook page. And if you need to see more events like that, go look on the Saneauto Facebook page.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right.
So Random Outdoors is still here. Johnny Pro is still here. See it, Jared H. And he had to go. And Random Outdoors had to go pack some boxes for his move. And
So who we still have?
And we still have Johnny Pro and somebody else here. What were our questions of the week? We've gone over what was your first car, and what is your not your first car, but one of the cars that you had in the past that you wish you still had. One of your favorite, like hot rods or muscle cars.
64.5 Mustang.
Sorry. Yeah, she had a 64.5 Mustang, and it was a sad story. She was trying to get it repaired, and it turned out badly. It ended badly. And she doesn't have it anymore.
Burned up in a garage fire.
Yeah, that's bad.
Anyway.
So what kind of vehicles do y'all have in your past that you wish you still had, or wished you could have finished, or wished you could have fixed, or whatever?
Thanks for the support.
I guess you can tell that there's going to be another Mustang in the future for us. After
better than another baby.
Yep. Of course, the mods and the improvements on the Mach 1 seem to never end, because no matter how seemingly perfect I make that car, I keep finding other things I want to improve or tweak or clean up or make work better or look better or whatever. And
Johnny Pro has only had 4 cars.
That's 4 more than some people.
Yep.
It sure is. And
my very first car was a Volkswagen Beetle. My dad bought it for me when I was 4 years old, and my grandmother used to drive it for me.
And Hanu Hoffren is still here. If you haven't already checked out Johnny Pro's channel, please do that, and Jared H. and Random Outdoors, check out their channel. And for more support, we have an I Am a Creator list with a bunch of videos for a lot of people in the community. And on Twitter. And there's some people that are really good in the community and very supportive that aren't here today. They can't be here for the one is James Cox. And of course, JC's Toy Playhouse, Auto Dreamer 77, Gaming Dude, Joe Roderick. There's some people I'm forgetting.
I've always had a car and a chauffeur.
And she likes being driven around.
It's better than driving.
And another question for you guys is, what kind of car would you like to see in your future?
Me, I want to see a 1964.5 Mustang, pink and with purple flames, pink and purple interior. Basically, I just want to ruin that car.
Me, I want a Tesla. I want a Tesla in my future.
He wants to turn my Mustang electric. I don't think so.
Well, it'll probably happen before Ford ever makes an electric Mustang. They don't have any plans for doing anything electric with Mustangs. As a matter of fact,
You can't do electric with Mustangs. It's sacrilege.
I'm not proposing we do electric with all Mustangs. I just think I'd like to have every option that I have with other cars within the Mustang.
You had the options
within
with
the Mustang group.
You had the options with the Mustang. You put your foot on the gas and it goes. Blah!
Well, look, an electric Mustang couldn't be any worse than a four-cylinder Mustang, and they have four-cylinder Mustangs, so it should make sense.
They were big failures too.
I don't know about that. I would agree that a big honking V8 in a Mustang with a supercharger on it and stuff, that is cool as cool can be. That is awesome. And if I could afford the gas, I would drive it. Which I guess I can afford the gas, but I choose to put that money into money making things. I'm like investing my money into money making things. And but it's nice to have, like, the Harley gets 44 miles per gallon. And I like driving the Harley around, and I like getting 44 miles per gallon. It would be nice to be able to drive a Mustang that's that cheap to drive too.
But they're not supposed to be.
Well, okay.
They're more of a statement.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Mercedes and the other cars, and well, a Mustang says, "I'm here. I'm loud.
Well, here's an idea.
I'm awesome."
Johnny Pro says he's only had 4 cars. So that what are the first 4 cars we had?
That I had? The Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
A Cougar.
Mm-hmm.
72,
I think it was.
72, yeah. And then what was next? The MG.
Mm-hmm.
Then do the ones that we had together count? Because the next one.
We dropped out for a second there. We'll have to start over.
Okay.
Yes, count the ones together, because I was saying 72 Cougar. I was thinking that was the one we had together. So
no, I had a Cougar.
That was
before
so
that.
It
was kind of looked like yours. Kind of looked like the one that you had.
The
but
71
I think
through
it
73
was like
would be that body
69,
style.
I think.
Well, there's 69 Cougars and 70 Cougars that look really good.
Yeah, I
the
think
70
that's what
looks
it was.
more like the one I had than the 69.
Because my dad got it for me in 72, and it was a couple of years old when I got it. And then he bought a MG for me.
Mm-hmm.
MG convertible, brand new. First brand new car I ever had.
See, that's the 70. See the front end right there?
Yeah.
And right there.
What about a 60? 69. Of course, mine didn't. To me, it didn't look that big. Yeah, I think that's more like mine.
So it was a 69 Cougar.
Yeah.
the MG.
And then the next one I had to have been something that we had together.
And that would have either been the Cougar. I think it was the Cougar because there was one year
Well, I
it was.
wouldn't count the Cougar because you had the Cougar before me. We were
Well,
together.
I had the other Cougar before we were together, and I wrecked it. And I drove that one in high school, the '71 XR7. I had that in high school, and then I had motorcycles. And then one winter when we were together and we've been riding the motorcycle year round, I traded the motorcycle for a '71 or '72 Cougar.
No, you traded that motorcycle for the Triumph. That Honda that we were riding around with.
That was another after. That was after I traded another motorcycle, the Yamaha 400, for the Cougar that we rode around in. And then we had a little Chrysler for a little while. Well, big Chrysler.
Yeah.
For a little while.
We had a Plymouth that
Fury.
You threw a rod through.
Oh yeah, that was the. I think that was the Chrysler I was thinking of. Yeah, that's the Chrysler I was thinking of. And then we got the Honda motorcycle.
Okay.
And we were on motorcycle
Random
year-round
Outdoors is watching us, and I think he says he's live too.
Random Outdoors is live while watching us live on live.
Wow.
It's live within a live.
Cool. Is that like a box within a box? Within a box within a box? How many people can we get to go live today?
We all live in boxes. Because our rooms are shaped like a box. And we go to work. And we work in a room shaped like a box. And we come back home to a box that has rooms shaped like boxes.
I think that I'm gonna count.
And some of
my
those old
next
cars
car
are
as
shaped like a
that
box.
Scirocco. You remember
Yeah, the black
Scirocco?
Scirocco. I certainly do remember the black Scirocco. That's when I was trying to get more practical.
So what I'm gonna do is say, well, did you see our Hurricane?
Yeah, right here. Said that's his favorite Lamborghini is the Hurricane. And that was the one we filmed was the 2018 Hurricane Performante, which is a little bit more options and more powerful version of the Hurricane. It's not the base Hurricane, and even more expensive. It is an incredibly expensive vehicle.
Okay. I think that a Lamborghini is nice. It's pretty.
Well, like some other things, it's just really hard to live with.
Yeah. I hope you're not talking about me.
No. So, we have YouTube there, YouTube there. Should do some more shout-outs now to help some more people with their growth in the community. So I can get our page up here for our comments. And I know Jared H has started commenting on our videos because I can see that you put a comment on there now. We are going to go look at our comments and finding an excuse to help some people out
Yay.
by shouting them out.
Well, we've only got 30 minutes, sweetheart, because we got to go to the gym, and I got to cook dinner, and we got laundry to do.
Well, what better way to spend our 30 minutes than helping other people get some exposure so they can grow their channels too. If the internet will cooperate. I think some of our neighbors, not the next door neighbors, because their next door neighbors is 100 acres of cows. I don't think they're watching the internet.
That's all they ever say to me. I go talk to them, and I'm nice, and I go talk to them and ask them to borrow sugar, and they say,
yeah, we can't borrow sugar from our neighbors, but we might be able to borrow some milk.
It's a butter.
Yeah.
If you shake them up, I guess they would give you butter. We should go try to shake a cow.
Okay, of course, we have frog tips in the comments of our videos. DSW Joyride Productions. Alfredo is still commenting on our videos. SR Channel. Auto Dreamer 77, which we mentioned before, he has made his first video, and it was a car video.
Go figure.
Living Coast to Coast. Now they're very active in the community, and we see them in, not only in the comments of our videos, but in other live streams and such. James Cox is doing a lot of commenting on our videos. Mill Hill Mud Mowers, and he was here last Sunday during the live stream.
I hope he's okay.
I bet he is working on creating another
latest greatest.
Yep, this is the latest greatest mud slinging mower.
That looks like it'd be awesome fun.
It does look like fun, doesn't it?
I'm just learning how to drive the regular lawnmower.
Off the Dome Media Group. She's recent in the community, and I watched some of her videos, and there is some really nice stuff to see underneath the ocean. She is filming under the ocean. She's a dive instructor, and she's filming sharks and these big manta rays she's got filmed on some of her films. Things like that. Enter P68, 66. It's another one of our fishing community. A lot of good fishing channels out there. Ray Hayden. He's done a lot of comments. And here's Johnny Pro commenting on our videos. And Camaro Time.
Ow.
And Camaro Time sent somebody over to watch our videos during the week last week.
Growl's Garage. I like that one. Growl's Garage.
Yeah, it's got a pretty good opener on its videos too. The big mechanical dog. And he's part of the Mopar community, which is a good community to get involved in. A lot of great guys in the Mopar community.
Yeah, they even accept me.
Top Travel Vlog 8.
Even though they know I like pony cars.
And CJ Stang. Gato Nero. Gomath Shrestha. Were they in the live chat earlier today?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Roderick. RT Wasp. Learn Spanish World.
Yo sé español.
Yeah, you already know all that, don't you? It's me that needs to watch more of Learn Spanish World. I need all the help I can get. Casa empty. Taza empty.
Mi taza is vacío.
Cafe. I know cafe.
Cafe.
Cafe. Okay. Cafe.
It's like cafe, the restaurant cafe.
She's trying to teach me how to speak Spanish, and I just keep speaking Spanglish. It's the best I can do right now. Ziva the dog.
Entiende un poquito más que antes, que es bueno.
Ziva the dogs put quite a few comments on our videos, so shout out to Ziva the dog as well.
And Ziva the dog is adorable. Did you see little Malfie?
Random Outdoors is here and commenting on the Waverly and was here in the live stream earlier today. RT Life commenting on the videos, and he was also heavily involved in, we were doing the What's in Your Trunk challenge, and just about everybody in the Mopar community was in. That was a lot of fun. Muskie Hans is some of the guys in the fishing community. We got some crossover action there because of the What's in Your Trunk challenge, and support between the communities, the fishing community and the Mopar community, and that is always really good because that's helpful to both the guys in the fishing community and in the Mopar community.
A to Z videos.
A to Z's videos. There's Joe Z in the comments, and Joe Roderick in the comments. Yeah, A to Z, he's new to the community. Johnny Pro in the comments again. There's JC's Toy Playhouse. DSW Joyride Productions again. There's Lee Loves Lily. She was watching the What's in Your Trunk videos. Burnsy's RT was watching the videos, and I think he made a What's in Your Trunk video as well.
Oh wow!
You want to see what's in Burnsy's RT's trunk? And Millie and Ashley. So that is some of the commenters of last week, which deserves some shout outs.
And that's just a few.
That have been commented. Yes, there's so many. It's gotten to where it's hard for me to reply to all the comments, but I don't just reply to the comments when I receive comments on the videos. I do what I'm hoping that everybody else in the community will start doing. I try to reply to the comment, or at least thumbs up the comment, and then I click on the person that made the comment, go to their channel and see if they've got any new videos, because let's face it, the bell is broken. You subscribe and you hit the bell and you think you're going to see the new video of the other people in the community, and you're going to get notified and you can rush over there and see what's new. And even she doesn't get my new video until 2 days after I've uploaded it.
And then it's been demonetized.
Or it's past the 48-hour point. You got it. That's another thing everybody needs to know. That's one of those dirty little secrets that YouTube doesn't tell you. You need to pounce on each other's videos within the first 24 hours to 48 hours, but better the first 24 hours, because that's when you're most likely going to get that video stimulate the algorithm and get Google and YouTube to promote that video so that it can actually have a healthy, vibrant life. And if nobody sees it till after the 24 to 48 hours, say 3 or 4 days later, then the chances of it getting a lot of views is diminished greatly. And so if y'all are commenting on each other's videos, and you do what I do and click on the comment, which takes you to their page, see what their newest video, and then click videos. While you're on their page, click video. That way you can see their videos, and it automatically comes up the newest video first. So you go to that newest video first and play their video as well. Because if they're commented on your video, chances are they watched your video too. And then you go and watch their video and see if you can learn something to improve your own videos. See what they're doing in their video that might help you improve your videos. And then if you know something, if you see something you like in their video that you think that they should do that in all their videos so that they can improve, then say something nice about that to help them improve. And that gives you some, if you're having trouble figuring out what to say in order to comment on other people's videos, that gives you an excuse to say something because you saw something you think they're doing good in their videos. Like your music is good, or Uzo Lou, hello, good to see you here.
Sorry.
Uzo Lou does a lot of commenting on the videos too, and we were just going over the comments on the videos and shouting out the people that's been commenting on the videos, Uzo Lou. And so as you're going through the comments and seeing the comments on your videos, like I said, you reply to those comments, and then you click on the name of the person that commented on your video, which takes you to their page. You hit videos while you're on their page so that you can see all their videos in the order which they were uploaded. That way you can see their latest video right there at the top. And when you click on that latest video and watch the video, and while you're watching the video, look for something you like about that video, something you think they're doing right about that video, and then just give them a compliment on that. And that way you don't have to sit there and think, oh, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? How do I comment on this because I don't know what to say? And then if all else fails and you don't know what to say, make the little smiley face thing, or just say hello, checking up on you, something like that, or thanks for commenting on my video.
Yeah,
those kind of things.
Don't be too critical.
But the point is that this way it gives you an excuse to watch each other's videos and be more active in the community. And if everybody is doing this all the time, then that's going to be stimulating everybody in our community's pages, and we're all going to rise together so much faster. We're already rising together so much faster than we were before January when all this started, and we started really supporting each other and helping each other out because
what's stronger, one link in a chain or 1,000 links in a chain?
Yeah, and it's even, we were all like this, a bunch of individuals making individual stuff, and the more we comment on each other's page, videos, watch each other's videos in full, give advice on each other's videos, come together in our live streams, we're more like this. And there's a lot of strength in that. And that's why we're all getting so many more subscribers and views and watch time now than we were before January, because we're doing all this together. And like I said, James Cox is doing live stuff during the end of the week, like the last half of the week, and we're doing this on Sundays at 2, and there's some other people doing some lives in between, and if you can't find each other on these live streams together, you can go to the I Am a Creator on Twitter. Or is it Twitter or is it the other thing? Hard to get here at 2 p.m. was working. Yeah, we completely understand that, Uzolu. A lot of people are working. As a matter of fact, that's why James Cox isn't doing this right now, because he's working a 12-hour shift right now. And yeah, Mustang. Yes, Mustang's was kind of the theme of the week this past week. You weren't here earlier, so you didn't get to hear that. We started out the week with Mustang Alley at the 2018 Mustang Alley at the World of Wheels, and ended the week with a new playlist of nothing but Mustangs.
And
so you can check that out.
Talking about my favorite car. I don't know what it is. It's pretty though.
We all know who her favorite car is. And so next week we will be continuing with the museum cars that we found in the museum. As you were seeing a lot of parallels to the early 1900 vehicles and what was going on there. It was an automotive revolution. There was another automotive revolution going on in the late 60s with all the muscle cars, and there is a huge automotive revolution going on right now that you'll start seeing some parallels with what's going on right now. When you finish watching our videos, we started out with the electric Waverly, and then we did the gas-powered 1903 vehicle, and it was the first gas-powered vehicle to have reverse. And we're going to be doing the steam-powered early 1900s vehicle, and then we're going to do the very first automobile in the world. So that will be Tuesday. You get to see the very first automobile, and we'll give you a hint. It was, what was that? Now, I can't even remember now. I think it was 1886. Yes, it was 1886. The very first automobile.
If you just scroll up, please.
Ford didn't even start until 1903. There wasn't even yeah. And then there was GM in 1908. So almost all these vehicles almost all of these vehicles that we filmed in the museum that we're releasing last week and this week predate General Motors. There wasn't even a General Motors, didn't even exist during the time that these vehicles were built.
Wow.
Uzolu was at Detroit Autorama Saturday, and it's going to edit some videos. That is great, Uzolu. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of good automotive stuff coming out this week, both on Saneauto and Uzolu, depending on how quickly he gets his out. I don't know when will you be releasing these, Uzolu? Because I'm sure with the size of our videos and stuff, there's no problem people watch both. I'll definitely be watching Uzolu's stuff when it comes out. And looking forward to that, the Detroit Autorama. And at the same time, y'all be able to watch the rest of the museum cars coming out. And then we have enough stuff that we filmed in the museum to do one every day, but I'm trying not to do one every day anymore. As we did over 200 days of
the first car, says
that is a very good question, Random Outdoors.
And we cannot answer that question right now because it will be a spoiler.
It is going to be on the video. You will get to learn that on the video.
So, Random, you have to study.
So, and don't look it up and give it away in the live. Oh, it will be on the video, and a lot more information than just that. That is a really good question.
Lou will have his out at the end of the week.
I will say that it's in the double digits.
Wow.
So.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's in the double digits. So.
But
end of the week, so everybody be
remember
looking forward to the
correctly.
end of the week. We're going to get to see some stuff from the Detroit Autorama on Uzo Lou's page.
From what I remember, they had they were afraid of going
oh yeah, the
so
thing was
fast
that
because they would.
Yeah, a lot of people were afraid of going.
Internal organs would get mixed up.
Yeah, they would damage their internal organs if they go more than like 25 or something, and there were people saying that no, it's been scientifically proven the human body can handle 35 miles per hour and those sort of things, and were flying around. So people really just had no concept of speed at the time.
But again, you look at the roads.
Which one of the things is really strange.
You look at the roads, you look at the construction of the vehicles. They weren't the most comfortable things to ride in, so you were getting slammed around a lot.
Well, true, but one of the things that strikes me about all that history and the way they talked about speed, and they speculated about speeds that they hadn't attained or supposedly hadn't attained or didn't know about, was there were trains that could go 40 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And some could go even more. And there were, I mean, horses can go like 40 miles an hour. And so there were all these people that believed that the human body could only take 35 and stuff. So some of that stuff doesn't make sense. Just like today, some of the stuff that people believe, with the information that we have, they still believe silly things that just don't make any sense why they would believe that. Like, I hate to throw anybody under the bus, but flat earthers, if you believe that the earth is flat, then you deserve to be thrown under the bus, because there's way more information than is necessary to know that just ain't true. Even the period of time when people say that Hollywood and stuff says that the people thought that the earth was flat, that even back then only some people thought the earth was flat. Other people already knew that it was round. and so there was never actually a time in history when everybody thought this or everybody thought that. Some people back then knew that people could go over 25 and 35 miles an hour, and like probably some train engineers and stuff were just laughing at people like that.
Guess what?
What's baby?
We got the 5-minute warning, people.
Oh yes. Okay, we got 5 minutes left, and then we're gonna go to the gym and do some of this. We're gonna be building these up right here. Got some nice ones here. Nice ones. Picking up all those transmission parts.
Not me. I don't do hard labor.
So we still have shout out to Random Outdoors for sticking with us so long, and Uzo Lou
for showing up.
Now,
better late than never.
Just to make sure, Random Outdoors and Uzo Lou, have y'all checked out each other's channels and supported each other and put likes and comments on each other's videos? Have y'all done that yet? Because I know for a fact that both Uzo Lou's page and Random Outdoors page has some interesting stuff on it, and if y'all haven't checked each other's out yet, you should.
I think they're about to.
Because that's That's one of the biggest reasons why we do these live streams on Sundays.
Random Outdoors just did. That's great.
Well, I caught one.
Gotta love Georgia.
Yeah. There are definitely strange flying things in Georgia, especially right here at the Appalachian Mountains. Okay, so Random Outdoor says I just did. So that means he has checked out Uzolu's channel, and Uzolu's reciprocated, and I know y'all will like each other's channels because I've checked both channels out, and I know there's stuff there worth watching, and worth watching all the way through and commenting on and everything, and now see both of y'all have more activity on your channel
than you did before you started.
Right, and that is the great thing about our community here, is that everybody is doing that kind of stuff.
What's the weather like, I think?
What's the weather here? It is bipolar. It is incredibly bipolar.
Yes, if you
Georgia
don't
needs
like
medication.
the weather in Georgia, you stand still for about 5 minutes. It's going to be changed. It's going to change.
Yeah, it'll be different. Yeah, you just wait for it.
You don't have to even worry about the weather here in Georgia because
yeah, if you can survive it, then you'll get better weather the next day. Yeah, because if you don't like the cold, and if you're the type of person you really hate the cold, then just wait for tomorrow because it'll be warm tomorrow. And if you don't like that, you don't like that heat, then wait till the next day. It'll be cold the next day.
Yeah.
It'll be, and then after it rains every day for 3 weeks in a row,
you'll get sun.
Yeah, you'll get a drought for the next month. So, you know, there's variety. There's variety in Georgia. If you like a lot of variety, yeah, this is the place to be. In Michigan, the same way as it.
I was born in Michigan.
She was, and but I met her in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm a damn Yankee. I've been down here so long. I wouldn't even know what to do up in Michigan. But I was born in Wyandotte.
55 and sunny with nice wind here, says Random Outdoors. Where's here, Random? You have to forgive me because my memory's not like it used to be, and you probably told me before where you're at, and I just don't remember. Next time I'm watching your videos, I probably will, because I'll be like, oh, that's, yeah, when I see stuff in your videos, I'll know exactly where you're at. I'll remember then, because I'm visual like that. It's one of the reasons. Colorado. Oh my gosh, I've got step sisters in Colorado. Uzolu,
Oh,
next
wow.
city from you. Okay, cool. So y'all are neighbors.
No, from Wyandotte.
Michigan.
Yes.
Next state.
No, next city from where I was born.
Oh, from where you were born. Okay, so I was
Yeah.
totally confused. I was out in left field there, just way off. So, Uzolu's saying that where you were born is the next city from him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was in Southgate. And if
well, I don't remember anything about Michigan except for in the winter time, my dad used to set me in snowdrifts above his head. And I am terrified of heights because of that.
And I was born in Arkansas.
And by the way, when I
On
was
the
a
Air
little
Force
baby,
base.
I was the one who told my dad he was going bald.
So you predicted that.
He put me in the snowdrift. I looked down at the top of his head and said, you're bald, Dad. Even as a little girl, I was mean.
It's amazing how much stuff she can remember. She's got just the sharpest memory. And me, I usually have to see something to trigger the memory. I can remember some amazing amount of details, mostly of specifications from transmissions and other car stuff.
I
you usually
can
have to see something to
remember
trigger it.
my granddad crawling out of our top story window one time because the snow blower came through and blew all the snow in our front yard. And the car was gone.
Buried.
Yeah.
The car was buried in snow.
He had to dig us out.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nice to be in the South and not have to deal with anything like